Hello, everybody. Welcome to another inspiration episode with Art Whisperer 88. Today I am remembering Esteban Vicente. He was an abstract expressionist painter from Spain. He was known for his gestural and contemplative compositions, and his work focused on exploring color and tonal harmonies rather than the expressive improvisation of his abstract expressionist peers. Esteban Vicente was an integral member of the New York School of Painters, working alongside Franz Kline, Jackson Pollock, Barnett Newman, and Willem de Kooning. He was born on January 20, 1903 in Torrejano, Spain, and he spent his youth visiting the Museo del Prado and went on to study at the Real Academia de Bellas Artes in Madrid. He left Spain for New York in 1936 to escape the Spanish Civil War and rarely returned to his home country. However, a museum dedicated to his life and work was established in Segovia, Spain, and today Vicente's works are held in the collections of the Art Institute of Chicago, the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., and the Bilbao Fine Arts Museum in Spain, and the San Diego Museum of Art, among others. And Vicente died on January 10, 2001 in Bridgehampton, New York. So today's inspiration piece will be this landscape format painting that attracted my attention. It's very simple. It has a basic black framework in a landscape format, and I will reinterpret it with the gel plate. And so without much further ado, I will start inking my plate. Okay, everybody, here we are at the first step of this session. I am using Blicrylic Mars Black. I like this paint to apply my black marks. So I will apply a little bit and make some marks with my color shaper. And what I like about the color shaper is, in contrast to the brayer, which creates more or less a flat surface, this can create a lot of texture and different tonal values. And the result is a more intricate effect. And I can apply a thicker area, or I can do the reverse and do a heavier area. Okay. Again, I will use my stick here to make some thin lines. I'm going to add some spots of cadmium red. Just a few spots here and there. And instead of color shaper, I will use my baby. This is the smallest brayer I have. It's about 1.25 inches. Very cute. Okay. So what I'm going to do is let this first layer dry, and I'm going to wait until it's semi-dry, not completely dry, and then apply a second coat of either dune or a sand color. So I will be back in a few minutes. I will use my ceiling fan to dry this off, and I will be right back. Okay, this is semi-dry. I would say it's about 70% dry. I'm going to use Lucas Dune as a second layer. Or just as a little. I'm going to add a tiny touch of this Arctic. And I will be using my 4-inch brayer, and I will start with the lighter color. Now there will be a little bit of smearing, but that's okay. That's my intention. so the areas of color are not that clearly defined. So what happens is the second layer of color activates the first one. Okay. I'm using Richeson printmaking paper. So I will let this sit for about 5 to 6 minutes to let the paper absorb the pigment. Okay, let's see how we made out here. This has been on for about 5 to 6 minutes. I think this is a great transfer. And the textures are really very beautiful, if I may say so. Pretty awesome. So let me air dry this, take a little break, and I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, here's part 2 of this session. Again, I will apply some of the Mars Black, this time more on the left side. So what's going to happen is the image will be reversed and will appear on the right side. Again, I will be using my color shaper. This time I will be creating some more vertical strokes. I will be adding some of this turquoise. This is deep turquoise. Again, I will air dry this first before I apply a second coat of the beige color called Dune. Okay, it's been about 4 to 5 minutes under the ceiling fan. So I will apply this beige color. This is like a sandy color. I guess that explains the name Dune, like sand dune. Again, since this is a very large plate, it's very easy to get overwhelmed by the size. So what I do when I'm applying the brayer, I work on different sections at a time. You will also notice that I rarely have the chance to offload my brayer because this plate is so big that it absorbs all the paint. There's hardly any excess. In a way, I like it because there's no waste. so every tiny bit of paint is used up. Okay, let me just clear the table a little bit. So hopefully the very thin layer of beige color is going to pick up the black and the blue colors that are the first layer. So I will leave this on for about 5 to 6 minutes. I'm glad this paper has sizing. It makes the paper a little tougher, and it can handle the strain of pulling off the plate. I like this. Very clean. So, looks like I'm on a roll. Let me try a third time. This is yellow ochre. So I will let this dry a little bit before I apply the last layer. Okay, let's see how we did here. Now, since this is a brand new plate, this is a gift from jellyarts.com. The plate releases very well. doesn't tear, it doesn't stick to the paper too much. And I think the images are great. Okay, I like that. There's definitely a Spanish influence with the colors. So anyway, I will air dry all 3 of these and then recap for a final look at the pieces and the inspiration pieces from Mr. Esteban Vicente. Okay, everybody, here's the final leg of this journey. Let me show you a close-up of the first piece. I'll put this to one side and put the inspiration piece on the left. Here is the next one. Here's a close-up. There's a little bit of oil resist on the left side. Again, I will place this on the right side so you can compare it to the inspiration piece. And finally, I hope you liked this video. This was a lot of fun to do. And once more, I'd like to thank the folks at jellyarts.com for giving me this wonderful present of 18 by 24 poster size gel plate. I like to call it monster size because it is really big, and I think it does make an impact because it is an impressive size. I hope this video also calls attention to a very underappreciated artist, Mr. Esteban Vicente. He's not as widely known as his other contemporaries, but nevertheless his contribution to abstract painting and modern art is unquestionable. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Please check out artwhisperer88.com, and all the proceeds of the sales help to keep this channel going. Thank you once more, and thank you for helping me reach this milestone of 15,000 subscribers. I never would have imagined, and it's all coming true. Thanks to all of you. Thank you. And I hope to see you next time.